So we just wanted to put a quick reminder in here and say that consistency is the key to sleep. Progress isn't always going to be linear. There's going to be days that they don't sleep as well, or there's going to be days they sleep a little bit better. But as long as you're consistent, you will start to notice some improvements in overall sleep. So now we're just going to summarize some of the information that we've shared throughout this presentation and just talk a little bit about some of the takeaways that we're hoping you're able to get from this presentation. So first, sleep is essential for healthy growth and development. It supports brain development, emotional regulation, learning, and physical health throughout childhood and adolescence. Second, sleep problems are very common. Many children and teens struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early, especially during those developmental stages, school changes, or life transitions. The third point is that poor sleep often affects daytime behavior and learning. A tired child doesn't always look sleepy, and they might appear more hyperactive, irritable, anxious, or unfocused instead. Next, sleep needs change with age, and as children grow into adolescence, their bodies naturally shift towards later bedtimes, but teens still need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night to function well. And finally, sleep challenges usually have multiple causes. Stress, screen time, sensory sensitivities, routines, and mental health can all play a role. That's why, as occupational therapists, we take a whole child, whole routine approach when supporting healthy sleep. The sixth takeaway point is to create a supportive sleep environment, as this is a key part of healthy sleep. One of the most important steps is having a predictable routine, and with consistent sleep and wake times, even on the weekends when it's possible. The sleep space itself also really matters. Bedrooms work best for sleep when they're cool, dark, and quiet, as we've talked about. And some children benefit from white noise or a nightlight, especially if they're really sensitive to sounds or darkness. Another part of that routine piece is reducing screens and distractions before bed. This is going to be a really important factor, as screens can interfere with melatonin and make it harder for the brain to settle to sleep. We also really need to support emotional and sensory regulation, helping children feel calm and safe and regulated before bed. Through these routines, calming activities, or sensory supports can really make a big difference. And then finally, it's important to watch for these red flags that we've talked about. If these sleep difficulties are ongoing, worsening, or impacting daytime functioning like mood, learning, or behavior, it's really important that you seek some support. Consulting with a healthcare provider can help rule out or address medical, mental health, or developmental concerns, and this is where we usually recommend as a starting point. So as we wrap up this video, we really just wanted to emphasize that, again, every child's sleep needs are different, and sometimes there are families that need a little bit of that additional support on top of what's been provided in this presentation. If you feel that your child's sleep concerns go beyond what we've covered today, we really encourage you to reach out to our intake team, and they can help determine whether your concerns would benefit from a one-to-one consultation through our occupational therapy consultation clinic. If your child does qualify, this support is typically offered as 1 to 2 follow-up sessions based on the individual needs of the child and the family. And through these sessions, our goal is to support caregivers and children in finding strategies that work for their unique routines, environments, and challenges. So that is the end of our presentation. We wanted to thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our intake team again with the number that is on the screen. Thank you so much.